and HTX TV coming at you. Getting started for today is a Money Monday, so we're gonna go over all the. Actually, the stock market is live right now, so I've been actually looking to get into a. I've been doing a lot of mine at nighttime, so I've been looking to get into the live market again, and yeah, so it's Halloween is officially over. Hope everybody had a fun weekend. It was on a Saturday this last weekend, so I think a lot of people appreciate that because they got to sleep in. Well, sleep in the next day, then you fell back an hour on the. At least we did at the daylight savings time. I'm in Central Time, so I know some places. I know that in Mountain Time, I know some places it never changes. So, but yeah, we'll see if some people chime in on the live text. I'm going to do some definitely interact with the YouTube crowd and definitely give you viewers some value. Definitely going to chat about some. Yeah, let's see what's going on with the second stimulus package. I know they're saying that yeah they're out till the 9th, but let's see maybe if there's anything else they're saying. Maybe if they're looking to get something done. Hey, what's going on? My boy Los is in the house on the chime in. What's going on, Los? What are you up to? Are you working today? Are you off? Today is Monday, and yeah, text me. Let me know what you're up to, Los. What you up to today? Did you have a good Halloween? Anything exciting? You can pretty much kind of text me anything on the texting messaging. So, are you still asleep? Yeah, it's my watch. I couldn't even. I just got to watch. Like, funny thing is, I just got to watch right before the weekend. Just a simple, nothing crazy. A simple one of those digital watches that. Oh, cool! So you're working on some cars today. What cars are you working on? Is it your car? Is it other people's? That's pretty cool. And are you working on the cars by yourself, or you got anybody working with you? Cool. Actually, what cars are y'all working on? Yeah, you can shoot me a text. Let me see if I can pull up a quick stimulus article. See if anything has changed. Yeah, and for you new, I appreciate you new subscribers. You know, if you're not subscribed yet to the channel HTX TV, definitely hit the red subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you can get all of the notifications. We're basically a personal finance channel, and we also go over a little bit of sports here and there, and a lot of current events. You know how the current events affect the stock market and also the cryptocurrency market. You know, Bitcoin right now is blowing up, but every day it's a different price. So that's definitely a good. You know, we go over investments, and I haven't really talked about vaccine investments, but I think today I'll mention a few. If you're not aware of them, you know, this last weekend I was um, chatting with one of my buddies. You know, Halloween night we were just chatting about different investments. So definitely would be definitely bring that up again. Some stuff that I was chatting about with buddies on the weekend. Let me see here, and also to remind you as well, because you know a lot of information it comes in your head and it could come out. So yeah, I appreciate you new subscribers. If you're not subscribed, definitely get subscribed. Write down in the comments I subscribed, and I will shoot you a comment back. So yeah, here we go. I'm on my laptop. Let's see. All right. Somebody's trying to call me right now, but I can get to them later. All right. So all right. So second stimulus check update says, wait till next year, question mark. That's what McConnell says. Here's the latest. One second. Sorry about that, guys. Hello? Hello? Hey, what's going on? Oh, yeah. People, I think they saw me on the live and they called me, which is cool. I'm totally cool with it. It's just normal life, not a big deal. All right. Says a new coronavirus stimulus bill may have to wait until 2021, and even then, it may not include a second 1,200 check nor federal aid to keep police says keep police officers, healthcare workers, and teachers on state and municipal payrolls. Go up a little bit here. I'm gonna switch my coffee over here. All right, that's a pretty good coffee. I'm gonna have to remember that. I kind of been drinking lately. I've been drinking a lot of cappuccino coffee. One thing I've learned with cappuccino, it's very you don't really have to add anything to it. It comes already, flavored and everything. So I've been drinking some um, French vanilla cappuccino. It's good, but it doesn't. It's not as potent. It's more flavor than strength of the caffeine. So today I had some kind of truffle coffee, which is not bad, but it's all right. Let me switch my background back. There we go. Got people like texting me, calling me, hey, what's going on? All right, let me get through this second stimulus. And then after that, we'll have a little small break where you can eat or drink, get something to eat or drink. All right. Senator Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said Friday that the Senate likely would take up legislation at the beginning of next year, but nowhere near the package around $2 trillion that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was negotiating to the White House. Okay. So maybe not near the 2 trillion. I know the most they've offered was 1.8 trillion. Yeah, so it says we probably need to do another package. McConnell told conservative radio host Hugh Hewitt, I think there will be something we'll need to do right at the beginning of the year, targeted particularly at small businesses that are struggling and hospitals that are dealing with the second wave of the CV-19. Yeah, so looks like they're gonna put something in their package to help out, healthcare, education. It says K through 12 and colleges too. Okay, nothing wrong with some education help. President Donald Trump said he didn't want to wait another 2 months. We will have a tremendous stimulus package immediately after the election, he told reporters Thursday at the White House. I guess, regardless of whoever wins, you would think they would be grateful they won and pass a stimulus as soon as possible, becoming the next president. It says, while the White House has endorsed another 1,200 stimulus check, neither Trump nor McConnell have been willing to exceed the House Democrat demands for hundreds of billions of dollars in federal aid to help cash-strapped states and localities to avoid layoffs of public employees. They risk their lives to save lives, and not many of them will lose their jobs, Pelosi said Thursday on MSNBC. That helps scuttle pre-election negotiations between Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and will prevent passage of any stimulus bill as long as the Democrats control the House, which they do, which they are favored to continue doing for the next 2 years. So they're definitely controlling the House for the next couple of years. The president does not want to recognize the state and local government is playing a very big role in administering the needs of those who are sick, as well as revenue they have lost because of the CV-19, Pelosi said. As for the chances of passing a stimulus bill when Congress returns for a lame duck session after Election Day, Pelosi said that's dependent on Senate Republicans willing to make a deal. Yeah, there's still a little back and forth. We'll see if the Senate can decide to negotiate a deal either side. McConnell refuses to take up either of the House Democratic bills passed in May and September, and instead offered a slimmed-down measure that did not include stimulus checks nor state and local aid, but protect business against lawsuits if their customers or employees were infected by the virus, and did provide additional taxpayer subsidies for religious and other private schools. Neither had enough to support to reach a deal at the Senate floor debate. It depends on how much of a rehabilitation tour the Republicans want to take, Pelosi said. Certainly we'll have to definitely see if we can make a deal shortly after the elections. And it says, we'll have something at the start of the new presidency, but we don't want to have to wait too long because people have needs. Well, that's definitely makes total sense. And looks like that's kind of where they're leaving it off right now. So not too bad. Let me go ahead and queue up. I'm gonna pull up some stock information. So the next segment, we can just pull it up. And let me see here. Ooh, there we go. This one's a good one. The stock market presidential predictor is forecasting who will win the White House. This is purely what they're guessing. So I'll definitely start to read that once we take our break. After our break, we will get back here. So all right, guys, we'll take a quick break here for you guys on Convo Podcast. We'll be right back. All right. And you guys on YouTube will grab you something to eat. I'll be back in about a few minutes. I got to save this thing for the podcast, and we'll see you here in a few minutes. Alrighty, guys, and we are back. Just had to save that first portion. Hey, we're back, Convo Podcast, and in our next segment, we are going to go and go over the stock market information, some articles, and also cryptocurrency analysis. So, all right, I already had an article booted up here. So supposedly, it looks like these guys they're looking to they're taking a guess at who's going to win the presidency. Technically, I know there's more than one. Technically, if you actually go to there's more than one person that you could choose, but obviously the bigger of the two are Trump and Biden. So it says the stock market presidential predictor is forecasting who will win the White House. Let's see what the article says. And again, guys, this video is just for entertainment purposes only. You know, any investment information or whatever you got going on, whatever you do after watching this video, you're definitely on your own. But I definitely wish you guys well, and I want to give you guys the most information for your value. That way you can make educated guesses, whatever you're doing, financial-wise or investing-wise. So even a business-wise, maybe there's a business you want to start. Maybe you're interested. You know, I do have a video. It's way down there somewhere, how I started my own businesses. So definitely check that out as well. And let's get back into the article. It says, if you're watching the stock market for a signal about who the next president will be, Friday's closing is a telling sign. The S&P 500 has finished lower over the period of July 31st through October 31st. When that happens in election years, it isn't a great sign for an incumbent presidential party to win, according to Sam Stowell, chief investment strategist at research firm CFRA. All right, that's very interesting. So Stovall's presidential predictor has found when the S&P 500 has risen from the July 31st to October 31st, going back to 1944, it typically corresponds to a presidential win by an incumbent party, while a decline in that 3 month span signals a loss. And the stock market rooting for Trump is the stock market rooting for Trump or Biden? The answer may surprise you. Can the stock market predict whether Joe Biden will be the next president or Donald Trump wins a second term? It says, so yeah, they're what it looks like they're indicating is how the S&P 500 does from July to October. It says in election years since 1936, the incumbent party has won 85% of the time, according to Jeffrey Hirsch, editor of the Stock Traders Almanac. But when the broad index is down during the 3 month span, the party in control of the White House has changed 88% of the time, he said. On Friday, the S&P 500 finished at $3,269, leaving it below its July 31st close of $32,071. U.S. stocks rebounded Monday as Wall Street recovered some of its sharp sell off from last week. Polls show that Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden is leading Trump nationwide. Through his edge has narrowed in recent weeks in key swing states, including Michigan. The presidential predictor implies, but does not guarantee a Biden victory, Stovall said in a note. The real clear politics average, a major poll shows Biden national lead at 6.5% points as of Monday, 6.5%. So they're saying that Trump would have to overcome a little over 6.5% deficit. So, which obviously in voting, anything can happen. We'll see. Obviously, this is election week, and tomorrow's November 3rd. So we will see how it goes. It'll definitely be interesting. Let me see here. Some analytics argue that stock markets care more about which party controls Congress than it does about who wins the White House. Congress. So stocks have typically thrived under legislative gridlock in Washington, and split Congress has historically been the best scenario for investors. Oh, split Congress. I guess what they're saying is that if they're splitting Congress, that I guess it gives more industries a way to, make the stocks go up. I know tech industries are huge. Energy industries are kind of up and down. So, yeah, here goes. Let me see what it says at the end of here. That suggests the markets may prefer divided power come November because it would make it harder for lawmakers to undo policy measures already in place, experts say. Okay, so they don't mind it being divided right down the middle. The stock market typically performs best when the incumbent party wins an election. One reason is why, because the status quo is maintained, which signals to investors that the U.S. economy is holding up well enough that the incumbent isn't voted out of office, analysts say. Markets don't like uncertainty among investor concerns and what happens not only if Biden wins, but if Democrats regain the Senate too. A Democrat sweep could raise the risk for more regulations and potential tax increases. Some experts argue Democrats already control the House. Conventional wisdom would suggest that a Democratic sweep would be negative to the markets, especially for heavily regulated industries, but further economic pain could demand more fiscal support from Washington, according to Raymond James analysis that could help boost the economic growth. All right, well that's pretty interesting. So it could definitely affect it a bunch of different ways. So let's see. Let's go ahead and look up some. Yeah, for some reason this. Yeah, I'm gonna exit out of that screen. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let me check the chat here real quick. Let me pull up cryptocurrency news. All right. Hey, how's it going, Face and Friends? I see. Yeah, well, I see here, and you got a lot of food up there. Are you eating like lunch or something, a late lunch? I see like a ribeye, a chicken leg, drumstick, a few beers. Very nice. Beers or root beer, cream soda, one of those. And like looks like a yeah, I can't really tell. Looks like a doggy treat, like something like his bones on the outside or some kind of chicken leg. So, but yeah, I'm going to write these guys a quick message, and then we will jump into the cryptocurrency analysis. There we go. All right, so let's check out this crypto news and see what they got going on. Cryptocurrency. Let's see if yeah, it shows. So Bitcoin is at $13,660, and it shows it's down negative 1.1% or 1.2%. That's not bad. So it's kind of just steadily going. Bitcoin Cash is at $258.54. That's at a negative 4% right now. Ethereum is at $387.47. That's a negative 1.7% decrease in the red, but not too much. Very nice. So yeah, I'm gonna go and check out this one article. It says, "Will cryptocurrency surpass gold as a reserve currency?" Let's see what they have to say about that. It says gold has been the world's standard reserve currency for hundreds of years. Even as the world has moved to fiat currency, governments and investors alike still look to gold as a reliable alternative. So they're basically saying it's always good to have gold as a backup reserve. Like definitely, they're telling you invest in gold, have that as a backup as always. Given recent volatility through it may be crypto's chance to step in as a different, perhaps more secure option. And it looks like they're saying that because Bitcoin is actually, it's the last month or so, it's been going up and it's I think it did hit above 4,000 on the weekend. I'm not sure, but right now it's at 13,600. So it's pretty close. And I know like a few months ago, it was at like 9,000. So it's definitely going up. Yes, it says Gold experienced its largest one-day drop in 7 years. Prices per ounce fell about 4.7% between Monday and Tuesday, bringing them down above the 4%, yeah, below the 4% mark, and which is around from above 2,000 to $1,932. So that dropped, almost to $100 difference. Says this recent drop isn't the only problem that the precious metal has on its hands. Today's transactions happen so fast and so frequently that gold transfers can't keep up. It's easy enough to transfer tokens representing gold from nation to nation, but moving the actual gold reserves presents a challenge. That can make sense. Everything eventually moving to being digital, you could like transfer that stuff worldwide within minutes. I guess Bitcoin is obviously it's the highest price, but still it takes a little bit of time. Sometimes it may take a minute. I know a lot of the altcoins can process stuff a little bit faster, but yeah, it says today's transactions, happen so fast, it's easy to transfer. Let's see what the next one says. I definitely want to provide a face-to-face solution. Is cryptocurrency less volatile than gold? Crypto and gold share similarities, especially in how they compare to fiat currency. Both lack the volatility of fiat currency due to their limited supply. For instance, gold may not be able to sustain modern markets, though, whereas crypto was born out of the internet age. Oh yeah, definitely. Crypto born out of the internet age. Put some water. It says, since crypto payments utilize blockchain technology, transaction speed isn't an issue. Some cryptocurrencies also have measures in place like Bitcoin halving that proactively defend against inflation, helping them remain more stable. Still, crypto does have some issues with volatility that gold doesn't. I would say, like if somehow your account got hacked or you forgot your password, I would say that'd probably be the worst case scenario. It says crypto markets are substantially smaller than traditional ones, so small movements have a more significant effect, which with such a minuscule market, changes in demand affect the value of crypto more heavily. An alternative may be gold-backed crypto. Oh, that's interesting. Which might offer the best of both worlds. Gold-backed crypto. Let me see. Oh, hey, cool. So, face. Awesome. I saw your message, Face, about getting ready. So, yeah, I'm just going to finish this last few articles of the cryptocurrency. And there we go. Yeah, I haven't really been using my touchscreen. I'm like, you know what? I might as well use it. I think it says actually, double check. Right. With gold-based cryptocurrencies like recently launched Tether Gold, tokens represent an amount of gold instead of representing themselves. Oh, wow. So let me read that again. That was interesting. Tokens represent an amount of gold instead of representing themselves. The value of physical gold anchors these cryptocurrencies, making them less volatile while they still offer the speed and security of the blockchain at the same time. If the value of gold fluctuates, it would cause these cryptocurrencies to shift as well. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Let me see. Yeah, I'll just keep going on. The most substantial barrier to crypto becoming a publicly accepted reserve currency is its perceived legitimacy. In the past, the public has been distrusting of crypto, but that's starting to change. More noteworthy people, organizations, and countries are starting to dive into crypto and blockchain. Several financial giants like Goldman Sachs and Bank of America have started using blockchain technology. They may not be using crypto, but accepting crypto's underlying technology is a substantial step forward, if nothing else. It brings them one step closer to cryptocurrency. And I'm going to read this last part. In Venezuela, the public turned to cryptocurrency when the nation's fiat currency caused a crisis. As inflation rose to around 2.6%, businesses started accepting Bitcoin as an alternative. This real world example of how crypto can act as a reserve currency could inspire countries to make the switch on a national level. That is, and I've been hearing that for like the last few years. You know, I follow the CEO of Cardano. He Charles Hodgkins, and he's been saying that a lot about countries having that as a backup. You know, countries in South America. I mean, not South America. Yeah, well, Venezuela's in South America. Also, Africa. Countries in Africa, Ethiopia, places like that, having those, like a security blanket currency. Worst case scenario, your economy shuts down or something happens, boom, you have that nice backup. So that definitely makes sense. All right, and I'll read this last part, and then we'll have last finishing comments. Crypto still has a ways to go, but the future is promising. Cryptocurrency is still a long way from becoming globally accepted as a reserve currency. Too many people, especially governments, are too distrusting. Despite these obstacles, though, recent events paint a positive picture of crypto's future, especially as traditional systems fail. With faith in fiat currency failing and gold prices fluctuating, crypto stands as a promising alternative. The world won't switch to crypto immediately, but changes are likely to start taking place soon. All right, that made a lot of sense too, because hey, how's it going, Mr. Armijo? I see you. Cool. So, yeah, they're saying that cryptocurrency could be like the next gold and possibly even better. Because, I mean, if common sense, you look at the price, crypto is over 13 grand right now, and gold is priced at a little under $2,000. So technically, cryptocurrency is worth more right now. But like people say, they're not sure what's going to happen in the future. So, but oops. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Yeah, I'm gonna looking at doing some more videos this week. See if I can check out my schedule. I'm looking to do them more earlier in the day, because at nighttime sometimes I just I fall asleep and don't get around to it. So, but I definitely want to keep giving you guys the videos, the value. Let's turn this baby around. Let's see what the stock market's going to do later this week. And yeah, we'll go from there. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, definitely hit that red subscribe button and hit that little bell notification. You'll get every single video that we got coming out. I've been doing more of the live videos lately. It's easier. I don't have to edit as much, which is pretty cool. So, and yeah, let's get it going. Let's have a great week. We'll see what happens with these current events later this week and go from there. It's Money Manny with Convo Podcast and HTX TV signing out. And there we go. All right, guys, you have a good one. Talk to you later. Don't forget to hit that like button to help out for the YouTube algorithm. Have a nice day.